What's up, YouTube? This your girl Lofty Leah, and hey, as you guys see by the title, it's a crazy thing going on. You feel me? It's only been 3 days in 2025, and Ken and De'Ara is back in the blogs, and De'Ara is suing Ken for stealing money out the joint account and just not paying her back. And crazy, bro. Ken is stealing money out of the account. Ken, what you doing, my bud? But hey, we gonna watch The Voice for the People and see what's going on with this. Like, comment, and subscribe. But with that being said, hey, we gonna go and get into this drama, this mess. You feel me? But hey, I'll catch you guys. What's up, YouTube? Hey, so you feel me? Like I said, Ken, De'Ara is boss lady. Is one thing not to do, and that is mess with OGD. You feel me? Don't mess with OGD. But we finna go ahead and get into this reaction with The Voice of the People of De'Ara Taylor receives message from Ken Walker after suing him for stealing money. We finna react to The Voice. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel. You feel me? We is on the road to 14K. I want to try to switch this. We still gonna react to a little bit of music on this channel, but we gonna kind of step away from the music reactions a little bit. We still gonna react to hip hop related things on this channel, but we're gonna step away from the music because, you know, things get copyright, and you feel me, it's hard reacting to music. You feel me? It's hard reacting to music on YouTube, but we might react to it on Twitch. We probably gonna go live on Twitch and react to the music stuff on Twitch. So I'm gonna let you guys know my Twitch in the description down below. The link gonna be in the description. But with that being said, let's go ahead and get into this reaction video to Voice Got the Tea. So let's get it. Let's go. So here we are.
Line's gone down.
There's 165 seats empty. That doesn't strike you as odd.
Why is there so much secrecy around this?
All right, let's go ahead and address this really quickly. First of all, good morning. It's too early for this. But anyway, let's go ahead and address a couple things. Number one, $40,000 regarding the car. Okay. Came to the end agreement after we had a number of conversations about it. You keep the car. We break even on the loan. The car's valued at like $43,000. The loan's $40,000. We break even. Boom. Never heard about it since. You got a bill of sale. You got the title to the car. Everything. Cool. That was it.
I fully explained the 10+ page document suing Ken Walker in 10 minutes. De'Ara ain't playing. Stay tuned.
Regarding a bank account. Again, extensive text messages regarding this. We had a phone call after all our conversations, December 12th at 4 p.m. I think in 2022 this was. Again, this is in text messages. We had a number of conversations on it. People on your team said, hey, you file this personal income, pay the taxes on it. Cool. Never talked about it since. Everything else, Snapchat, the YouTube videos, whatever. It's like, I thought we moved past this years ago.
De'Ara Taylor is suing Ken Walker. De'Ara filed paperwork December 31st, 2024. Shout out to Rosie for posting the documents.
She said, hey, we finna go ahead and file this. Last that 2024. 2025, we handling business.
I'm going to sum up 10+ pages of documents, but if you want to hear Rosie read all 10+ pages, she does read it on her channel. That link is down below. But let's get into the reason why.
By the through underside counsel and filed this complaint against defendant Kenneth Derez Walker for inner breach of fiduciary duty, theft by taking, theft by conversion, and embezzlement, breach of contract, and unjust enrichment and other misconduct as more specifically set forth herein. What? Herein, okay. Plaintiff hereby petitions this honorable court for general damages, special damages, and punitive, what did I say? Punitive damages for damages resulting from Walker actions and other appropriate and just relief, stating as follows. Y'all.
De'Ara is suing Ken. So back in
let's divorce break it down, because we ain't finna be reading, you feel me, out 10 plus pages.
21 of September, when De'Ara and Ken first broke up, they agreed that they would keep the YouTube channels active and all the other social media accounts available for the supporters to watch the old video. And any money that was made in those accounts was supposed to be split 3 ways. So De'Ara get a portion, Ken get a portion, and then there was a portion for the business. Now, not only did they have a YouTube account, but they also had another account with $40,000. This had something to do with the Tesla. They had to split the $20,000. De'Ara get $20,000, Ken get $20,000, and that was in a separate account. But De'Ara never touched her portion of the money. The money was supposed to be in the account. So all of these agreements was made with a lawyer after the breakup. Now, their last big check on YouTube, which was the breakup video, they made over $500,000. So De'Ara
both got 20 something,
200 and something thousand.
200 something thousand.
And Ken got 200 and something thousand. And then there was a portion for the business where they had to pay the taxes and the lawyers and everything. So that was supposed to get paid. Now, moving forward, De'Ara had her own YouTube.
So, from that couple's YouTube channel, De'Ara got paid $200,000. Ken got paid $200,000. The rest of that money was supposed to be in that account to pay the taxes and the team that was behind DK4L and stuff. That was to pay for, you know, the other stuff, not personal for De'Ara, they already got they split from that channel. The rest of the money in there was supposed to be for, you know, emergency stuff, for like the business stuff.
Page, and she was also trying to start her glasses business, so she wasn't paying much attention to the account. She didn't tap into the account until the end of 2022, and that's when she realized that majority of the money was missing. So De'Ara decided to reach out to Ken and find out why the money was missing. Come to find out, he said majority of the money he spent on his medical bills because
because he did go out of town and he got sick or something. What happened out of town. And I know them bills was expensive, but I mean, you still had $200,000.
A while back, y'all know he got sick in Mexico. He ended up getting an infection to the point where he had to get surgery on his knee. So majority of that money went to the medical bills because he said he was drowning in the medical bills and he needed help. So De'Ara understood at that time, but there's still things that need to be paid, which he agreed on the phone as well that he was going to pay the money back because her portion of the money has to get paid back, and the taxes on the money that was made in 2022 has to get paid as well. So now De'Ara is taking his word, thinking that he's going to pay the money back and pay for the taxes. So she's waiting. Months is passing, no communication. He's not saying nothing, but he's still taking money out of the account. And then
still taking money out of the account after you took money for medical reasons. Okay. De'Ara was like, okay. I mean, yeah. He's sick, okay, but you gonna put the money back because you feel me, taxes need to be owed. And I think the IRS want their money. So, hey, if you don't pay the IRS, they gonna come and get you.
There's still no money left in the account for the taxes. So at this point, De'Ara said, listen, we need another lawyer because the first agreement ain't working. We supposed to share the money. The money for the taxes supposed to be taken out. I'm supposed to be getting a portion. I ain't seeing nothing. So she hired another lawyer to make up another agreement, which he told the lawyer that he was going to pay the money back and he was going to pay for the taxes. But at this point, De'Ara don't even want the YouTube page because they're already late on the taxes because they didn't pay the taxes for 2022, and now we're in 2023 and their channel is still making money and the taxes has to be paid on that. So De'Ara decided, listen, let's just close down the page. Let's not continue with this because if something happened, De'Ara is the one that's going to be responsible because she the one with the money. She got her own.
De'Ara the one with all the money now, because I mean De'Ara been working. I don't know what Ken been doing. I don't know how he been making money, but unfortunately he been stealing the money out of the joint YouTube DK4L, which he don't supposed to go in there.
YouTube page where she's making a lot of money and she has her glasses business. She's not trying to put her stuff at risk. So they shut down the YouTube page, and that's why we no longer saw the YouTube page, because Ken was the only one benefiting off the
Taking
YouTube
the money
page, but
out
he
the-
wasn't leaving enough money in there to pay for the taxes on the money, which that's what De'Ara was really upset about. And you already owe money for 2022. We're not doing this. So at this point, De'Ara had to hire a whole new lawyer because their first agreement wasn't working out. So De'Ara, who don't want the IRS to take her business and her money because money is owed on this business, she decided, let's just cut this off. And that's why the whole DK4L pages went away, because he was over there taking all the money out and living off of the money, but not leaving enough money for her in the taxes. So they agreed
Taking her money and the tax money. It's crazy.
that was done. Now, not only is he taking money out of the YouTube account, but he also spent the whole $40,000 that was in another account that was supposed to be for him and De'Ara. De'Ara was supposed to get $20,000 and he was supposed to get $20,000. He spent the whole $40,000. At this point, what is...
So how you gonna take the YouTube money and take the money from the other account that supposed to be split? You supposed to take your 20 and leave that other 20 alone. Right now, Ken definitely being lazy, don't want to do no work. He just making money off the old channel and taking money from De'Ara. It's crazy.
De'Ara is supposed to do. You spending up all the money because he looking at what De'Ara got going on. He see that her glasses business is booming. He see that her YouTube channel is still booming. He see
Snapchat
that
booming.
her Instagram, everything is booming. She getting brand deals. He feel like he's entitled to all the money now. But he's not talking to anybody. At least communicate. You just taking money and then I'm going in an account surprised as hell that the money ain't there. You know what I mean? Like, let's communicate at least. So now the YouTube channel went away. He took the $40,000. De'Ara like, okay, I'll eat that. I'll take that L. Keep the $40,000. Just give me the title, because the Tesla was in his name. So she
Keep that 40,000. Just give me the car
needs
and
the title now. She gets the title. Now we're talking about the land, because you know they had a land
Yeah, they
together.
had the
So they
house.
decided,
They
let's
was
sell the
building the
land.
house
They sell
together.
the land. They each get $230,000.
So not only they got 200 from the YouTube channel, she supposed to get 20K from the car, but Ken took that 20. So she said, okay, you know what? Just keep the 40,000. You look like you're struggling. Not only he got 200,000 from the YouTube channel, 40,000. That's 240,000 right now. He got, and he got another 200,000 for the land.
So Ken got $230,000 and De'Ara got $230,000. You would think after he get that $230,000 that he
got $500,000.
would give her a portion of that, because he does owe her for the taxes in her portion of the money. No, he balling out all over Instagram, going on vacation, living his best life, and spent up all the money. Now we're in 2024 and De'Ara is letting months pass by because she's thinking like, okay, at some point he's gonna have to give me my portion of the money. When is that gonna happen? He still didn't give her money. So she had...
De'Ara gave him all the time in the world. All the time in the world to pay her back from the taxes and her portion of the money. He didn't. So she got to take matters into her own hands and go to court.
To hire an accountant, because at this point you're 2 years behind. So now you got 2022 taxes and you got 2023 taxes that still haven't been paid. So now penalties, late fees is adding up. So the accountant comes in, they go into the books, check everything, add up all the money that they owe. She goes to Ken the middle of 2024 and she's like, listen, this is how much we owe. We're behind on the taxes. Do you have your portion? Now he's talking about he broke. He ain't got no money. He live with his mama now. He done blew that $230,000. He don't have any money. He doesn't have any money to pay for the taxes. He just got a whole bunch of stories. So at this point, De'Ara is upset because you done took the money out of the account. You done took the $40,000 and you got $230,000 off of the land,
From
and
the
you
land.
still broke. You didn't even use that
That's
money
crazy.
to flip it and make another business or make more money or something.
Nothing. He didn't flip it, made no money, made no business. Did he even invest in a stock or anything? Now Ken up here got the new girl working, making videos on her channel. I think that's her channel. Ken got the new girl working.
Like that, nothing. He's broke. He live with his mama now. So now De'Ara hires a third lawyer because now she got to get her money back. Okay,
I don't know if Ken. Yeah, I don't think. Do Ken even got a YouTube? I think he do, but he don't post. Hold on. What Ken YouTube? He do got a. Let me see. Cause I know the girlfriend posted on her channel. I don't. Oh, okay. This. Okay, here go here. His YouTube, just Ken. Oh, that's both of their YouTubes. Hold on, 214. What YouTube was this before? Was this just Ken YouTube channel? And now because the girlfriend name what? Justice and Ken. Okay, let's keep going.
But we done played the games enough. So the lawyer reached out to Ken late 2024 and asked him, okay, do you have the money for the taxes? Do you have anything? He's still crying broke. Even after having a conversation with her, he's not even trying to attempt to try to make any money. And De'Ara see that he's making money because he has Snapchat. He has brand deals on his Instagram. He has a deal with Fashion Nova. We see that you get money. You're not even trying to work out a payment plan or work out some type of situation. And she thought by hiring the third lawyer and the third lawyer contacting him that he would wake up and be like, okay, she's really serious about getting her money. No, he didn't give a damn about none of that. After a while, he just stopped responding to the lawyer altogether. So now De'Ara and the lawyer is contacting Ken again, which he finally decided to answer around November, December. And he's saying, oh, well, you have the Snapchat. Remember their second agreement, because their first agreement didn't work out. But their second agreement was that all the DK4L channels were supposed to be deactivated. And being that the Snapchat that De'Ara has DK4L, he's saying that should have been deactivated as well. But what he's not saying.
But that was De'Ara personal Snapchat before she changed it to DK4L. So that's actually her Snapchat. That's actually her Snapchat. So she has the right to change it back to, you feel me, what she that's hers.
Is that originally that was De'Ara's Snapchat. What happened was back in 2017, 18, they got a deal with Snapchat where they did 10 episodes. And instead of Snapchat giving them a new Snapchat to do these episodes, they decided to take the person with the most followers, which was De'Ara, and change her page into the DK4L page where they did the 10 episodes. But they only did the 10 episodes. They got their bag, and De'Ara got back on the Snapchat as usual and was posting up, which he didn't have a problem with that. Sis was still posting up as usual. She was posting up her outfits of the days and her answering questions and everything else on the page. So initially that was always her page. It was just that she had more followers, so they decided to use her page. Now if he would have had more followers, they would have used his page. But would that not make that his page? I'm pretty sure he would have still took his page back. Yes, it does say DK4L, and that's because Snapchat changed the name because of the episodes that they had, but it's still her Snapchat. So he's saying, being that she has a Snapchat that says DK4L, she should use that money that she's getting off of that page to pay for the taxes and all the business expenses. But that's not how that works. You can't get mad at her for having the DK4L Snapchat when you have the DK4L Facebook that you're now changing to your personal Facebook, because you're saying, oh, this is a whole revamp of a Facebook. You done went into the Facebook, changed all the password, changed all the information, and now you're going to be posting up your content over there now. So you're mad at her because she has a Snapchat when you
can use that Facebook, because I'm pretty sure that Facebook making money. You can use that Facebook to pay De'Ara back, since you want to take the Facebook and change it. I'm pretty sure De'Ara probably made that Facebook.
have a Facebook now? That's not fair. So now Ken is mad about that. So he ain't got no point with that no more because she already debunked that point. So now he's saying during our relationship, you spent majority of the money. Who gives a damn? You didn't have a problem with it back then. If you had a problem, you should have said something back then. This is all new money that's being made after the relationship. You think
after
just
the
because
relationship,
De'Ara
my
spent
boy.
majority of the money while y'all was in a relationship that you're entitled to all of the money after the relationship? No. That's not how it works. And this is why a lot of agreements after breakups don't work. Thank God they didn't have kids together because this will be a whole Nika King situation all over again. Because it seems like just because she's making more money, he feel like he's entitled to majority of their money when that's not the case. You can do the same thing that De'Ara is doing. She took her $230,000 and flipped it. Just because you can do that, that's not her problem. And who's to say you're not doing that because you got a Fashion Over deal, you got a Snapchat deal, and you're getting other brand deals on your account. So that means you're getting at least 10 to 20,000. Now, the fact that you're saying you quote unquote live with your mom now and you're broke and you don't have all of this money to pay the taxes is crazy. When the taxes is only 11,000, I know you pretty much getting more than 11,000 for Fashion Over. Let's talk about it. The whole shit is messy. And De'Ara filed the paperwork December 31st, 2024. And in the paperwork, sis said that she's not accepting nothing less than 100,000. So that number better be over 100,000.
Nothing less. Ken, you should have just paid the 11,000, whatever she wanted at the beginning. Now she don't want nothing less than 100K. She said, run me my coins.
I know that's right.
Get your money. You play with her. You play with her emotions. You play with her money. You trying to destroy her brand, her emotion. Get her money, bro. You taking her money. Now you got to run it up, man. You should have just called her, talked to her instead of ignoring. You should have just told her, look, hey, get never mind, cause you already getting sued. She want nothing less than 100K. You feel me? That is crazy. When you 11K, you could have easily paid her that. I bet you was making more than 11K. With Snapchat, you got Snapchat. I heard Snapchat paying them banks. Like you said, brand deals. Your personal YouTube, I don't know how much you making on your personal YouTube, but I know you making a little on your you making money. You Ken making money. He just I don't know why he don't want to pay De'Ara her money on the taxes and pay her half back, but it's crazy.
And he has to pay for all the attorney fees and all the other expenses
right.
that needs
now
to be
you
paid.
Gotta pay for now you gotta pay for attorneys, lawyers, all that. Now you just dug yourself in a deeper hole, Ken.
Is sick of it. She done gave this man plenty of time to pay money back that he promised that he was going to pay back. She done gave him plenty of opportunities to make money and possibly pay on these taxes. She had to end up paying on the taxes. She had to pay for the attorneys. She had to pay for the accountant. So all of this money is coming out of her pocket. And he doesn't even care because he feels like just because she has money and she made smart decisions just when it came to her money, that she should be the one left paying for everything. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. Let me know what y'all think.
Just because you done broke the relationship by cheating and you went off on your end, Ken, and you feel me, didn't think about making money, didn't think about making a brand or coming out with things that can make you money. And De'Ara went on her lane and bossed up and created her Laura Vase. And you feel me, De'Ara been working. De'Ara said, when you don't see me recording, I'm working behind the scenes. And baby girl, she is working. She is working. Now that De'Ara making so much money they can, he think, oh, De'Ara got money, she got it. Oh, De'Ara, she don't need this money in this bank account, in this joint account. She don't need this money on this YouTube. She got it. She got her glasses going on. She got deals. She got all that. De'Ara don't need this.
talking because
Like,
this is a hot ass
no.
mess. We definitely gonna get part 2 because this is an ongoing case now. Because
Right.
De'Ara is also requesting for a jury if they don't come up with an agreement. Y'all leave y'all comments down below. Let me know what y'all thinking when it comes to
Jury.
that.
She getting a jury. Shawty getting a jury, bro. Ooh, I like to be in that jury duty. I like to do jury duty on this case. Sign me up for jury duty on this one right here. You feel me? I want to see De'Ara come in a court with them outfits. No, she be fly. De'Ara gonna be fly with the outfits walking in court. Baby, papers in hand, lawyer ready. By her business, you feel me? But hey, Ken, you should just pay her the money you owe in the beginning. Hold on, let me see what these comments talking about. Let's see. Yeah. There's nothing Ken can say to make himself not look dumb. Right. Ken just pay her back. You wrong. It's too late. I think it's too late. He broke now. With what money, friend? Damn, when social media couples break up, the woman seems to always win. Always. The women always win. Like, they always move on and boss up while the men, like, in the beginning, the women be, you feel me, sick. In the beginning. Sick. But eventually they move on and boss up and, you feel me? And everybody watched YouTube couples majority of the time for the women. Facts. Most YouTube couple videos, people watch the couples majority because the woman actually brings the personality to the channel. Queen. Even though Chris was funny back then, but Queen is funny. Even though, Chris did shadow Queen, Queen really wasn't in the spotlight, but people went to Queen. And plus the men get caught and make themselves look stupid on the internet. But Queen, Carmen, everybody moved to Carmen, De'Ara. And let's be real, De'Ara was the star of DK4L. She was the star. She was the personality. Like, everybody watched DKL for De'Ara. Facts. I watched DK4L just because De'Ara. She was fly. She funny. She had the ideas. Even though I'm not gonna say Ken had ideas too, because he had ideas too. But De'Ara was just, you feel me? She was made for the camera. But I don't know, bro. It's too late. I think it's too late for Ken to pay the money that he owed. Now it's a lawsuit. It's court. She want nothing less than $100K. So you better get that money together, Ken. You better be saving every last Snapchat revenue you done generated, every last YouTube brand deals, renovate, what I said, whatever, every last coin you done made, save it, because you definitely gonna be broke now. Definitely gonna be in your mama basement now. But like, comment, subscribe. Don't mess with OGD. One thing to know, don't mess with OGD, because her family don't play with her. Don't mess. She got a lawyer in her family. Do not mess with nobody but a lawyer in their family, because they gonna have everything in order. But let me know what you guys think. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Until then, peace.